Hello, Shirley here. Have you ever lost something and not realized that's what happened until you found it again? That's kind of where I've been the last few months. I haven't written, and that's if you follow me on Substack, you'll know I haven't written on Substack since May. And if I'm honest, I thought I had lost my inspiration. I thought I had lost my voice. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to say anymore, which is strange because I write, you might as well say, for a living. I know that I have written multiple books this year. Obviously, when you're building businesses and websites and learning about AI and thinking and talking about leadership and working on all kinds of things, you have to write. But couldn't figure out what I had a heart connection to anymore. That's what Substack was for me. It's like my heart connection space. And it turns out that is a problem when you're trying to write. And then something interesting happened. I wasn't looking for another business idea or another newsletter or another YouTube channel to watch. I was watching something completely unrelated to what I normally watch, even though I am kind of like a neuroscience fanatic. When I heard someone talking about how the two hemispheres of our brain attend to the world differently, not that one is better than the other, but differently. One asks more of the how questions of life, and the other asks more of the why questions. And I found myself wondering if perhaps we've become exceptionally good at the how while becoming less practiced at the why. We know how to become successful, whether we go looking for the information or not, we do. We know how to lose weight. We know how to build businesses. We know how to use AI. Most of us do anyway. And if you don't, you can go find it. You know how to grow on social media. And if for whatever reason you don't, you can go find it. We know how to become more productive. And if for some reason you don't, you can go find it. We can Google almost anything we want to know. But I started wondering if we become less practiced at asking why. Simply, why does this matter? Why do I believe this? Why am I giving this my attention? Why do I value this? Why do I want this? And before I knew it, I found myself asking a question I couldn't answer. When was the last time I carried a question for an entire week? Not Googled it, not asked AI, not watched a 15-minute YouTube video about it, just carried it, observed it, wondered about it, changed my mind about it, allowed it to change me. I couldn't remember. And I realized I don't think I'm alone in this at all. We have more information than at any point in human history. And I'm 46, so I will know at least that much. I used to go to the library. Anyway, we have more experts, more content, more podcasts, more notifications, more headlines, more algorithms telling us what deserves our attention. And yet somehow we have fewer opportunities than ever to hear our own thoughts. And please don't misunderstand me. I am not anti-AI. I love AI. I use it literally every day. I am not anti-technology. It fascinates me. So that's not a thing either. I am not anti-social media. You are watching me, I hope, right now on social media. And I'm certainly not anti-information. I love learning and I love the access we have now compared to when I was growing up. So this isn't about any of those things. This is about us. It's about attention. It's about discernment. It's about agency. It's about becoming more practiced at creating our own thoughts again. Because I don't think we've lost the ability to think. I think we simply stopped practicing it in certain ways. We've become remarkably good, in my opinion, at collecting answers while becoming less practiced at carrying questions. That's my 2 cents. But for years, I've said we need to become more creators and less consumers. And when I would say that, I think I was thinking that I was talking about businesses and books and podcasts and art and hustle mentality and things like that. But now I think I meant something much simpler than that. Not everyone will write a book. Not everyone will start a business. Not everyone will create content. But every single one of us can create a thought that wasn't given to us. And that's creation too. That's why I created right braining. Not because I believe one side of our brain is better than the other, but because I believe we need to practice a different kind of attention. One that I feel makes room for curiosity, discernment, and questions that can't be Googled. No Googling here. One that reminds us that becoming more thoughtful isn't about collecting better answers. It's about learning to ask better questions. So, this is my invitation to you. Every Sunday, we'll carry just one question into the week. I don't know where these questions will take us. I suspect they'll lead us into conversations about leadership and faith and AI and relationships and work and what it means to remain deeply human in a rapidly changing world. But mostly, I hope they'll lead us back to ourselves. My hope isn't that you agree with my 2 cents. That's not the point at all. It's that someday you'll need mine less because you've become more practiced at discovering your own. And before I go, I have a question for you. It's going to be our very first practice. Carry it with you this week. Ready? So the question is, when was the last time you carried a question long enough to allow it to change you? Don't answer me now. Don't rush to answer. And don't Google it. Although I don't think you could Google this. And welcome to the practice. Now, create one thought that wasn't given to you today. And I'll see you next week.